KGF Chapter 2 Review. This Yash-starrer is an immersive film that is worth the hype and one of the finest sequels to have come out in a long time. Yash stars as Rocky in KGF Chapter 2, the sequel to the 2018 blockbuster. It was only recently that I sat down to watch KGF Part 1 and in all honesty, I didn't understand most of it. With a screenplay that was all over the place, characters getting introduced at a pace faster than a meteoroid's crash, and a story that picked up only post-interval, I was a bit lost too early on in the film. It was only Yash's introduction scene and his superlative performance that I thoroughly enjoyed. Also read Prashanth Neel on KGF 3, if people love it, we could continue the franchise. However, with its sequel, KGF Chapter 2, director Prashanth Neel has created something that's way more immersive and worth all the hype that he managed to sustain for 3.5 years since the first part. KGF 2 once again recreates the dark and deadly world where chopping heads and slitting throats is the norm. Gunshots are fired at whim and there's no remorse in anyone's heart. One of the finest sequels to have come out in a long time, KGF 2 takes off right from where the first part ended. As Anand Ingalagi, Anant Nag, the author of Doradao, was hospitalized and can no longer narrate the story of KGF, Kolar Gold Fields, and Rise of Rocky, his son Vijayendra Ingalagi, Prakash Raj, takes over. In his words, Raj Krishnappa Bairya aka Rocky Bhai has built an indestructible empire in KGF and wants to conquer even bigger things. While he has already killed Garuda in Part 1 and turned ruler of the gold mines, in the sequel, he comes face to face with the deadly Adheera, Sanjay Dutt, who won't let an outsider take over something that he helped build. Meanwhile, Rocky's power-hungry games have also caught the attention of Prime Minister Ramika Sen, Raveena Tandon, who wants his downfall and death. KGF 2 starts on a high note and dives into the stories of the characters it had well established in Part 1. As the story unfolds, it brings in a lot many characters without interrupting the pace of the story or screenplay. Touted as a hardcore action flick, the way these scenes have been shot with so much detail, it creates a visual spectacle in its truest sense.